Well, the family is where you derive your identity. And, we've already had the example with the breakup of the black family. And you see the violence that has ensued. The murder rates in our inner cities are so high, people don't respect other people's lives. A lot of that has to do with the missing fathers. And now that's spread to the rest of our society as well.
Why?
Are y'all getting it yet? Just listen to the words that are dropped. And these are talking points, and they're just repeated over and over and over. Very easily dispelled. Stick with me though.
Was the black family particularly either susceptible, or was it targeted, or how did that happen?
Well, the black family did very well throughout slavery and
Right.
Jim Crow.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
well, the black family did very well throughout slavery and
Right.
Jim Crow and all those. The families were together at that point.
I've been your babe. I've been your slave. Ever since I've been your babe. But before I be your dog, I'll see you in your grave.
A lot of that has to do with the missing fathers. And then along came Lyndon Johnson and the war on poverty and policies that did not foster family development. If you were getting some aid, for instance, for living expenses, and you got a raise, your rent went up, you brought someone into the home who had another income, your rent went up, there are other things. There are other things that sort of push the man out of the family. You know, these are crazy policies.
They were, I mean, clearly they weren't designed to work like that, or you know.
Well, I don't know. I wonder, because Lyndon Johnson was caught on tape saying, you know, if we give these black people these things, we'll have their vote for the next 200 years. You know, it was all politically driven. It wasn't because they were compassionate individuals.
In this great land of ours, I am not going to be satisfied. Immediately after the election, I directed the Attorney General to explore as rapidly as possible the ways to ensure the right to vote. And then last March, with the outrage of Selma still fresh, I came down to this Capitol one evening and asked the Congress and the people for swift and for sweeping action to guarantee to every man and woman the right to vote. In less than 48 hours, I sent the Voting Rights Act of 1965 to the Congress. Act of 1965 to the Congress. In a little more than 4 months, the Congress, with overwhelming majorities, enacted one of the most monumental laws in the entire history of American freedom.
But the bottom line is it caused dysfunctional families to develop where there had been very strong families before.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pick.
But the bottom line is it caused dysfunctional families to develop where there had been very strong families before. And now that same phenomenon has spread to the rest of our society, and therefore we're seeing a very rapid disintegration of traditional nuclear families.
Southern trees bear strange fruit.